Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share something that has been on my heart, something that I've really been thinking through as I start to kind of look at and start to plan things for our next homeschool year. Now, if you have ever found yourself trying to balance being there with your kids, being fully present with them, while also knowing that they need to build independence, this video is for you. Maybe sometimes you lean a little too far one way or the other. I know I have, and I'm going to be honest. As I was looking at curriculum options for next year, I caught myself doing something. I was sitting there thinking, well, if I buy this, she can do that on her own. And oh, if I picked that, she really wouldn't need me for it. And at first, I really didn't even think twice about it. But then I felt like this little tug in my spirit that said, hold on, wait a second. That's not why you're doing this. I didn't choose to homeschool so that my child could sit alone in a room all day doing workbooks. Yes, she needs independence, and yes, it's my job to foster that. But also, she's 9 and she still needs me, and I only get to do this once. So today we are going to talk just a little bit about that balance. How do we foster independence without pushing them away too soon? How do we stay present and enjoy this gift of learning together? And how do we do that well when you have an only child, when you are the person they are learning with the most? So first, let's just be real about why we drift towards too much independence. Because homeschooling is work. It's a lot of work. It just is. It takes time, it takes energy, and it takes patience. And the idea of having your child working more independently sounds great, especially when you are tired, you're just kind of stretched thin. That's natural. And when we see these curriculum options that are marketed to us saying independent learners and self-guided workbooks and your child can do it alone, it's really easy to start thinking that that is the goal. And I am guilty of it. When I was looking into curriculum for next year, I just kept thinking like, oh, if I get this spelling program, she can do that all by herself. Or, oh, I can buy this workbook and she won't need me. And before I knew it, my whole entire plan was leaning towards me trying to step out of homeschooling as much as possible. And listen, it's okay to want breathing room. You need rest too. You do, I do, we all need it. But what I had to do was ask myself this: am I choosing what's best for her learning and for our relationship, or am I just trying to check out? As a mom of an only child, this is an even bigger temptation. There aren't siblings to share the load or to just kind of bounce ideas off of. It's just the two of us most days. And I think sometimes the weight of that and the pull to build more independent work just to lighten my load a little bit. But the truth is I didn't start homeschooling to watch her just sit alone at a table. I started because I wanted to do this with her. So let's talk about why that togetherness matters so much. Because most of us didn't start homeschooling for academic reasons. We wanted relationship. We wanted shared experiences. We wanted life together. When we sit side by side and read aloud, when we work through tricky math problems together, when we explore science through conversation, that's when so much learning happens that a workbook really can't touch. And for those of us with an only child, you are the primary person they are learning from and learning with. You are modeling that curiosity. You're showing them how to stick with things that might be hard. You're showing them that learning can be fun and full of joy. And it's hard to do that if they're in a room by themselves doing school. And I just keep coming back to this. She's 9, not 15. I still have time to continue building independence. But these years of us learning together, they are limited. And again, I only get to do this once. I have been so thankful for this little nudge before I really started buying and implementing all of these curriculums that really could have shifted us apart, because it is really easy to get caught up in the mechanics of it all, the curriculum and the plans and the efficiency. Forget that this is the best part of homeschooling. We get to do life together, and part of the gift is to enjoy it. If you're wondering how to build connection into your homeschool, here are just kind of 3 super simple ways. You can read aloud together daily, and that's even as they get older. Even read big chapter books and talk about them, and picture books even still work. Choose some subjects that always stay side by side. Even if they can do them alone, it's okay to still do them together. And of course, prioritize conversation over just checking boxes. Ask questions, invite their ideas, and build relationship. Now, with all that being said, of course, independence does still matter, and we do need to foster it. Our kids need to learn how to take responsibility, how to manage their time, and work through challenges. We're not raising lifelong students of moms, we're raising capable adults. So if we don't give them the space to do things on their own, they won't build that confidence or resilience. I think the key is being intentional about it, not just defaulting to independence for our own convenience, but choosing it when it's good for their growth. And for us with only children, independence gives us a little bit of that space too. And it's perfectly fine to say, I need an hour where I'm not sitting next to you at the table. That helps us be better moms, wives, and homemakers. 3 super simple tips to foster independence is personal reading. Let them have their own reading times with whatever books they want. Maybe a little math practice. You've taught the concepts, they can do the practice work on their own, and then you check it together. Or maybe some fun projects or just hands-on activities. Give them the freedom to explore topics that interest them without you hovering. It's just about balancing the two. So how do we actually find that right balance in our homeschool? Well, some more tips. First, review your curriculum choice through this lens. Am I choosing this because it's truly what's best for her? Or am I trying to get out of something? Where do I want to be fully present? And where is independence appropriate? Second, don't chase efficiency at the expense of connection. Yes, a fully independent curriculum sounds great, but if it means losing the heart of why you homeschool, it's probably not worth it. Third, include rhythms that include both. Maybe do a few things in the morning together and then transition into some independent work in the afternoon. Fourth, watch your child's signals. Are they thriving with more independence, or are they kind of isolating? Are they pulling away a little bit too much? It's okay to bring things back in. And lastly, be willing to adjust mid-year. Just because you plan something one way doesn't mean that you can't change it. If you sense that you've drifted a little too far away, then maybe it's time to pivot. That's the beauty of homeschool. We get to adjust. Y'all, I am just so thankful for this little tug that I felt. And I want to encourage you that if you are also feeling that same tension, you're not alone. This is one of the hardest balances to find in homeschool, and it's okay to wrestle with it a little bit, especially if you're homeschooling an only child. Lean into the togetherness while you have it. Independence will come, but this time that you get with them is worth protecting. You don't have to get it right every day, and you don't have to have the perfect plan. Just stay intentional, stay present, and adjust as needed. If this video encouraged you today, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and I would love to hear down in the comments how you are finding balance in your homeschool. That is it for today's video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.